Damn, what's this?
The Untouchables, baby.
In 2022, you were wrongfully arrested for carrying an unconcealed weapon and inducing panic.
Yeah.
Is that what caused the standoff? Is that the same case?
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Yeah, that sounds crazy, don't it? Wrongfully arrested for carrying an unconcealed weapon.
That do sound crazy, yeah.
Don't even make sense in itself, bro. Really what that was, man, was that, again, that was a case of really a few things, bro, when I as I reflect and break it down, man. One, a black man with a firearm. And one of the cops was like, well, he's not really breaking any laws. And one of the officers' response was, yeah, but he can't do that. And what he meant when he said he can't do that, he meant me specifically. Like this black man or this N-word, he can't do that. And we're not going to allow him to do that. Because
two things.
Yes, sir.
At that point, did y'all have a relationship by then? Or
nope.
So he didn't know your affiliation with Lure at all?
Nope.
Okay.
From my understanding.
No, he didn't.
Right. From my understanding, he didn't.
Okay.
I don't know what he really knew. Now, keep in mind, at this point in time, for the last...
No, hold on, because I want to get this all the way from the top.
Yes, sir.
So walk us through that whole situation from top to bottom. Like, how did that even happen?
Yeah. So,
and then what side of town were you on as well?
I'm at the moment I'm coming from home. I'm on the freeway. I get a notification about a shooting happening in the St. Clair neighborhood. Now, at this point in time, this is like towards the early evening, like 5, 6 o'clock. It had been 3 shootings in the same neighborhood throughout the course of this 24 hours. The first incident involved a 14-year-old girl, Abriana Jackson, at home in her bed. Bullets come through her window, killed this baby. 14-year-old kid, straight A student, right? So that was it for me right there. I'm on 10 already, like, because when an innocent person, especially a child, get caught in gunfire, I got a personal issue with that, right? Because what part of the streets permits that, right? And then my thing for people in our community is there's never any outrage. There's never any organized response, right? But the police kill one of us. Everybody want to loot. We want to protest. We want to tear the streets up.
But when it's one of our own, we quiet.
Come on. Ain't nobody got nothing to say, especially the streets. Because my thing is, like, everybody like that is affiliated with street life and street culture, y'all need to be on that. Y'all need to be on that. Y'all need to find out who did that. Y'all need to take care of that. That's my perspective on that, right? And this is not to advocate for violence in any capacity, but when innocent people, especially our children, get caught in the ground, we got to set a standard, bro. You can't do that over here.
No, 100%.
You know, but what we do is we harbor them type of fugitives. And so that set the tone for the day, man. And then, so I make my way. I actually was en route to a community meeting when I get notified about the third shooting. And the third shooting happened at a repast. So a repast for a funeral that day, somebody come through and shoot the funeral up. 122 shell casings was picked up from that shooting. 7 people shot. And so I get over there to the neighborhood. And at this point in time, we've been doing armed community patrols for years. I've been speaking to police cadets about community engagement, right? When they come into our neighborhoods, how to engage with residents. Because most of these cops not from our neighborhoods, never been to the neighborhoods. They from rural areas, way out in Hickville, USA, ain't grew up around no black people, don't understand how we navigate through the neighborhood and the different politics. So I get to the neighborhood. I'm open carrying 2 firearms. I got a 40 caliber on my hip. I got a shotgun. I'm live streaming. I start at 105. I parked at a CVS over there or Walgreens or something like that. And I hit the neighborhood, put my vest on. I hit the neighborhood. I'm making my way down the neighborhood. And people like, oh, what's up? Hey, yeah, thank you, bro. We appreciate you, family. Lady come up to me. She stopped, parked, get out the car and hug me like, thank you, black man. Like, and so that right there, this is before I even ran into any police officer or anything. I get by the Tops Plaza, and the security guard from the plaza comes over to me. He dapped me up. He's like, thank you, bro. I'm actually watching. He's like, I'm watching the live stream because I'm on the remembrance page at the time. I hit them up like, hey, I'm finna go over there and do a patrol. She's like, oh, log into the account, live streaming. I'm like, oh, that's actually a good idea. That's what I'm doing. And this the way God be working, bro. Hindsight being 2020, that was actually one of the things that saved my life was me being on live. Because I was documenting everything. And so you couldn't question what my intentions were, what I'm here to do, because I said it on the live. from the beginning.
You can. Two things you can't dispute: video and what's in black and white.
Come on, man. And so the first cop pulls up on me. He like, "Excuse me, sir, can I talk to you for a second?" I'm like, I don't want to talk right now, but I'm good, sir. My name is ANTOINE TOLBERT. Like, I'm out here because a shooting happened, a baby girl got killed, so on and so forth. He's like, but yeah, you
So
can't.
these shootings, this happened on the same day.
All in
all
24
3
hours. Yeah.
Okay.
All in the same day. And so, and what I found out after the fact was 2 of them were connected situations.
Okay.
One was retaliation for the other one that happened earlier that day.
Okay.
And so, as I'm making my way through the neighborhood, the first cop pulls up. I'm like, he like, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. What's going on? I tell him. I'm like, all right, am I under arrest? He said, no. I said, am I free to go? He said, yes. Have a good day, sir. Keep walking. Another car pulls up immediately after this one, within minutes. Same thing.
And so at this point, are you walking down St. Clair?
I'm walking down St. Clair. Now I'm on the main road. I'm like near like probably 102nd in St. Clair. And when the second car pulls up, first car stops me right after I get past the fire station near like 105. Second car pulls up shortly after. Same thing. Same thing. The man is yelling at me though. This time it's a different officer and it's a man just yelling at me from the car. So I'm like, this nigga yelling at me from across the street. I'm like, man, I really ain't talking to you, bro. You tripping. Get up out of here. And then the third car pulls up and it's a lady and a young man. And she gets out and she's a lot more calmer. She's a lot more respectful and patient. She like, hey, what's going on? Can you talk to me for a second? Stop, talk to her. I tell her what happened while I'm out here. I'm like, am I under arrest? She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, am I free to go? Yeah, you free to go. Okay, y'all, please stop stopping me. Why y'all making this a spectacle? Like, y'all making this a thing and y'all agitating me. Like, is that the goal, to get me agitated? And so at this point, I'm noticing more cars now just flying past me after I walk away from the third car. Now I look a little further down the street. I'm like, oh, they boxing me in.
Are you alone at this point?
I'm alone at this point.
Okay.
So I'm looking down the street. I'm like, they're boxing me in. And so now I'm just mentally preparing myself for this confrontation because what they're going to try to do is stop me now. They done blocked off traffic. They're not going to let me get past this point.
What's going through your mind at this point?
At this point, it's just really...
Are you nervous at all or?
Nah, I'm not nervous. I was so calm. I was so at peace, like, at this point. Like, after I realized what was happening, I don't know, I kind of just like, I allow myself just to relax, like, because I'm not going to entice a situation to then I'm getting a shootout with the police.
Yeah, because that's what they want you to do.
Exactly. So I'm like, I see what y'all trying to make this be, and I'm not gonna go there with y'all with that type of energy, but I'm not gonna back down either. And so as I continue, a car fly past me.
A police car?
Police car. He stops probably about maybe 100 feet ahead of me, gets out the car. He's angled this way, facing towards me in the street. And the street is all blocked off. It's a crowd of people outside now, like at the corner of the street. At
this point, you're knowing that you could potentially lose your life in this moment.
Yeah, for sure.
And you weren't nervous at all?
No. And at any point, I'm gonna be completely honest, the only point where I was nervous was when I was being booked in, and we'll get into that specifically why. Okay. And so I see this crowd forming at the corner, right where the police got the street blocked off at. It's a crowd forming at the corner. And I'm making my way down there. Keep in mind, I got the phone right here in this hand, live streaming. Shotgun. I got a shotgun. I got one hand on it. And my hand is on the barrel, like the midpoint of the shotgun. So it's in no firing position. So I really, truly, in essence, pose no threat. It's almost impossible to shoot a shotgun with one arm.
Right.
Damn near impossible. And so I'm holding it. And my finger's not on the trigger, not on the handle. It's on the middle near the barrel, 40 caliber on my hip. And I'm live streaming. They see I'm live streaming, too. At this point, it's like a couple thousand people on Instagram live watching it from the Remembrance page.
Wow. Wait, let me stop you right there. Why wasn't no other members from New Era with you at this time?
It was a split second decision for me to go over there.
Okay.
So at the time, I was headed to a community meeting. And then I get the second notification. I'm like, oh, no, hell no. I'm finna go over there right now.
So you didn't hit nobody else up to come?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here. And I'm, hindsight being 2020, and just advice that I had gotten from just different people is like, don't serve yourself up on a platter for them, right? Don't let them catch you by yourself. But truly, in essence, at that moment where it was like the rubber meet the road and it's me surrounded by the police, it was a whole neighborhood outside, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's the part for me that was so powerful, right? I'm surrounded there. This one cop is shouting at me with his firearm pointing at me. I'm like, man, go find all this energy, y'all. Look how much resources y'all got right here. It's a K9. Like, it's a whole thing, bro. I'm just like, none of this energy was applied to addressing none of the 3 incidences that happened prior to this one. But because it's me, right? It's a black man out here with a firearm that y'all know. I already identified me, right? Because one of the cops is like, from the third car, he's like, oh yeah, he teaches a class. At the police academy. Oh, I know who he is. I know the group. Oh yeah, he good. And so I think all of these things transpiring in the background prior to, and again, we got body cam footage, so all this stuff is documented. All these things transpiring in the background that I didn't know about, it was like setting the tone for them to close me off, had this standoff. Their mindset was already made from the first interaction that this is what was going to transpire. It just was a matter of how they were going to go about doing it. Keep in mind, this is the same police department, Timothy Russell and Melissa Williams, 137 shots. The same officers, Tamir Rice, same police department. So all this is playing in my mind too at that time. And so for me, it's like I'm not backing down. And to the whole neighborhood out here, they not finna let y'all do nothing to me. Cause they was trying to keep them from going in the street. People was like, they trying to get to me, like, and so to see all this happening was like, I understood in that moment what I represented. And so I did not allow myself to back down or cower to them. They had to come around the back from behind one of the telephone poles and just basically wrap their arms around me and grab me.
If you ever had met your purpose face to face, like that was that moment.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was another moment for me that was so special that was not planned at all, but I had my book bag on. So they got me in handcuffs, but I got my book bag on, so they got to take the bag off.
So wait, no, you never said what happened. How did you ended up getting arrested? I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good. So I get to, it was like 90th or 89th in St. Clair. I'm blocked off. We having this shouting match, me and the sergeant going back and forth.
And this whole time you still live streaming the whole
time I'm still live streaming. And so where I'm at is like, I got the gate behind me, basically. And one of the officers, I seen him, he basically just walked up to me and just wrapped his arms around me. That's it. And when he did that, they get the handcuffs on me, they take me over to the car, and they got to take my book bag off and my vest off. When they did that, I threw my fist up, right? And my fist is raised, and I'm hearing people in the back going crazy, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a powerful moment, bro. Yeah, that was a powerful moment, man.